You are not gaining weight because you eat too much. You are gaining weight because of what you do before breakfast. Before 9 a.m. tomorrow, millions of people will accidentally flip a biological switch that tells their body to store more fat around their organs. Not because they ate donuts, not because they skipped the gym, because of completely normal, completely ordinary morning habits that nobody ever told them were quietly working against them. Here is the part that is going to stop you cold. You might be doing everything right, eating clean, trying to move more, cutting back on junk food, and your body is still holding on to every pound. That is not a willpower problem. That is a signal problem. Your metabolism makes a decision within the first 60 minutes of you waking up. It decides whether today is a fat-burning day or a fat-storing day. And most people accidentally vote for fat storing before they even brush their teeth. I am going to show you 7 morning habits that are silently telling your body to hold on to belly fat. One of them is considered healthy by almost everyone. One of them is recommended by wellness influencers every single day, and the last one is the hidden villain tying everything together. But here is what I want you to do first. Just answer these 5 questions in your head. Do you wake up tired even after a full night of sleep? Do you need coffee just to feel like a functioning human being? Do you crash around 2 p.m. and start hunting for sugar? Do you carry stubborn fat that refuses to move no matter what you try? Are you hungry again 2 hours after eating a complete meal? If you said yes to even 2 of those, you are making the same mistakes I am about to show you, and not one of them has anything to do with how much you ate yesterday. Mistake number 1: checking your phone. The second you wake up, be honest with yourself right now. Your phone is your alarm. So the very first thing your hand does every morning is reach for it. And then you catch yourself scrolling. Emails, text messages, news, social media, someone posting something that makes your blood pressure rise before your feet even hit the floor. Here is what your brain does not know. It cannot tell the difference between a notification and an actual threat. All it sees is stimulation, urgency, and stress before your body has even fully woken up. There is a hormone that naturally spikes 30 to 45 minutes after you wake up. It is called the cortisol awakening response. This is supposed to happen. It is your body's built-in engine starter. But when you pile artificial stress on top of that natural spike, something damaging happens. Cortisol stays elevated long past the window it was designed for, and here is why that matters for your belly specifically. Visceral fat, the fat around your organs, has 3 times more cortisol receptors than fat anywhere else on your body. 3 times. That is why chronic morning stress does not just make you anxious. It literally targets the most dangerous fat in your body and tells it to stay. A study published in PNAS Nexus in February 2025 had participants block mobile internet on their phones for just 14 days. That single change improved sustained attention scores by an amount comparable to reversing a decade of age-related cognitive decline. If removing the phone does that much good, imagine what reaching for it every single morning is doing to your stress hormones and your metabolism over months and years. The fix is simple and it costs you nothing. No phone for the first 30 minutes after you wake up. Just 30 minutes. Your inbox will still be there. Your body will thank you in ways you will actually feel within a week. Mistake number 2: coffee before water. You just spent 7, 8, maybe 9 hours breathing out moisture without replacing it. Your blood is literally thicker in the morning than at any other point in the day. And the first thing most people reach for is not water. It is caffeine. Pouring a stimulant into an already dehydrated, already stressed system is like throwing gasoline on a fire and then wondering why you feel jittery and starving by 10 a.m. Here is something most people never connect. A lot of what people call hunger at 11 a.m. is actually thirst wearing a disguise. Mild dehydration creates a signal your brain misreads as a food craving, so you eat when your body was asking for water the whole time. Water first, always. Add a pinch of quality mineral salt to help your body actually absorb it. Then your coffee a little later, and I will tell you exactly when coffee works best toward the end of this video. That one swap eliminates a surprising amount of mid-morning hunger without changing a single calorie. Mistake number 3: never getting morning sunlight. This is the most underrated mistake on the entire list, and it is completely free to fix. Your body runs on an internal clock called your circadian rhythm. That clock controls when cortisol rises, when melatonin falls, how well you sleep, and how sensitive your cells are to insulin throughout the day. Insulin is the only fat storage hormone in your body, and your circadian clock is one of the primary regulators of how well that hormone works. Most people never set that clock. They wake up, walk through a house lit by artificial light, drive to work, or sit at a computer under fluorescent lighting, and their body never gets the signal that the day has actually started. Research shows that people who get natural sunlight during the day have measurably lower fasting insulin and better insulin sensitivity, even when you control for body fat and the season. And it goes the other direction too. Bright artificial light in the evening can increase insulin resistance and spike blood sugar higher after a meal. Light is not just about mood. Light is a blood sugar tool. Light is a fat loss tool, and almost nobody is using it. 10 to 30 minutes of real sunlight in your eyes within the first hour of waking up. No sunglasses. Step outside even if it is overcast because enough light still gets through. That is it. Your grandmother did it every morning without knowing why it worked. We just forgot. Mistake number 4. Eating a high-carbohydrate breakfast. This is the one that is going to sting, because you have been told your whole life that this is the healthy choice. The oatmeal, the whole grain toast, the granola, the yogurt with fruit on the bottom, the orange juice alongside the healthy muffin from your favorite coffee shop. Here is the truth that nobody in the cereal aisle wants you to know. The average American breakfast is dessert with a marketing degree. When you wake up, your blood sugar is calm and stable. Then, you eat a large pile of carbohydrates first thing. Your blood sugar shoots up rapidly. Your pancreas releases insulin to deal with all that extra glucose. And when insulin is high, your body is in fat storage mode, not fat burning mode. Then what happens roughly 90 minutes later? The blood sugar crashes hard. Your brain panics and sends a signal. Go find more carbs. Go find more sugar. You grab a snack. And now you are on a blood sugar roller coaster from morning until you go to sleep. Researchers at the University of Missouri scanned the brains of young adults after eating a high-protein breakfast versus a carbohydrate-based breakfast. The protein breakfast actually reduced brain activity linked to food cravings and reward-driven eating, not through willpower, through actual measurable brain activity. They literally wanted less junk food for hours, just because of what they ate first. In another body of research, women who ate protein at breakfast instead of carbs lost significantly more weight and shaved more off their waist circumference over 8 weeks. Same total calories. Different first meal. Completely different outcome. Protein first changes the entire trajectory of your day. Mistake number 5. Eating the second you wake up. This one is subtle, but it is connected directly to the last one. While you slept last night, something good was happening. Your insulin came down. Your body finally started tapping into stored fat for fuel. That is the window you want. But when you wake up and immediately eat, especially carbohydrates, insulin spikes, and that fat-burning window slams shut. You cut off fat burning before you even leave the house. Then you do the exact same thing tomorrow. And the day after. This is not about extreme fasting or starving yourself. It's simply about not sprinting to the refrigerator the second your eyes open. Give your body an extra window. Hydrate. Get sunlight. Move a little. Most people have never once given their metabolism even an hour to stay in fat-burning mode before eating. Just that one change creates a meaningful shift for most people in the first week. Mistake number 6. Sitting down right after you eat breakfast. Then you do what everyone does. You sit at your desk, in your car, or on the couch. And while you are sitting still, the glucose from that meal has nowhere to go. It floats around in your bloodstream. So insulin keeps climbing to force it into storage, which means fat storage. A study in diabetes care took adults at risk for metabolic issues and had them take 3 15-minute walks, one after each meal. Just 15 minutes. Those 3 short walks controlled blood sugar over 24 hours as effectively as one 45-minute walk done at a random time. The timing was the magic, not the total duration. Here is why this works at the cellular level. When your muscles contract during even a gentle walk, they pull glucose out of your blood without needing insulin. It is like opening a side door to clear the glucose before it ever becomes a problem. You are bypassing the fat storage hormone entirely. 10 to 15 minutes after eating, That is the only investment required, and it is the single easiest win on this entire list. Mistake number 7. Starting the day in full survival mode. This is the master villain behind everything else. The phone the second you wake up, coffee on an empty dehydrated stomach, skipping the sunlight, rushing through the morning, notifications buzzing every few minutes, news telling you the world is falling apart, traffic, a calendar full of meetings before 9 a.m. Your body does not know you are just late for a meeting. It reads all of those stressors as one unified signal: danger. So it floods you with cortisol and keeps it elevated for hours. And chronically elevated cortisol does something very specific and very measurable. It tells your metabolism to store fat in one place above all others, around your organs, your liver, your kidneys, your heart, your pancreas. Deep inside your belly where you cannot see it forming until one day it is impossible to ignore. Visceral fat, the fat around your organs, has 3 times more cortisol receptors than fat anywhere else on your body. Visceral fat is not just an appearance problem, it is a medical problem. It is linked to chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, cardiovascular disease, and accelerated aging. And survival mode is its favorite environment. Your body will not let go of fat when it believes it is under threat. That is not a design flaw. That is survival doing exactly what it was built to do. So when your entire morning is one stressor stacked on top of another, you are telling your metabolism to hold on to every pound. And then we blame ourselves for not having enough discipline. It was never about discipline, it was about signals. Here is how to flip every single one of those signals starting tomorrow morning. Step 1. No phone for the first 30 minutes. Let your cortisol rise naturally without artificial urgency piled on top of it. Your nervous system gets to wake up calm instead of already in defense mode. Step 2. Water with minerals before anything else. A large glass with a small pinch of quality salt or an unflavored electrolyte mix. Do this before coffee, before food, before anything. Step 3. Sunlight within the first 30 minutes. Step outside. No sunglasses, even if the sky is overcast. 10 to 30 minutes sets your circadian clock for the entire day. Step 4. A 10 to 15-minute walk. Get it while you are getting your sunlight and you are stacking 2 powerful wins at the same time. If you walk after your first meal of the day, you get a third win by clearing glucose through the insulin-free pathway. Step 5. Delay your coffee by 90 minutes. Let your natural cortisol rise do its work first. Then, when caffeine arrives, it lands on a system that can actually use it well. You will feel the difference in sustained energy versus the usual spike and crash. Step 6. Build your first meal around protein, at least 30 grams. Eggs with the yolk. A quality protein source, whatever fits naturally into your life. This one change quietly shuts down the blood sugar roller coaster and reduces cravings for hours without you having to fight your own brain. Step 7. Protect the first 10 minutes of your workday. Before the calendar grabs you, before the emails start, before the notifications win. 3 slow breaths through your nose. A moment of quiet. Whatever it takes to move out of survival mode before the day claims you. Each one of these steps answers the same question for your body. Are we safe or are we in danger? When the answer is safe, your metabolism shifts. Fat loss stops feeling like a battle you keep losing. Here is what I need you to understand before you close this video. You are not lazy. You are not broken. Your metabolism has not turned against you. Your body has been doing exactly what it is designed to do, responding to the signals you handed it every single morning without knowing it. Change the signals, and your body changes its answer. The phone, the coffee timing, the missing sunlight, the carbohydrate breakfast, the immediate eating, the stillness after meals, the stress accumulation. Not one of those was your fault. Nobody taught you this. But now you know. Try just one of these steps tomorrow morning. Just one. Then come back and tell me in the comments what you noticed after 7 days. I read every single comment, and I want to hear which one made the most difference for you. If this reframed the way you see your mornings and your metabolism, subscribe to What Science Reveals. Real science explained in a way that actually changes how you live. See you in the next one.